Okay, I've got to tell you that I've been on London Underground, on the buses and stuff, and I haven't worn a mask. I refuse to wear a mask. And I haven't been challenged. I haven't even been approached. It's like the TFL employees have been told not to approach people not wearing masks. It's not their job. It's the police's job. But I haven't been approached. I haven't been even looked at. But then I look around the carriage and I see these people just, I call them the walking dead, just wearing masks. And I think, fuck. It's dangerous on many levels. The material the face masks are made out of, nanoparticles. You're breathing your CO2, suppresses your immune system. It's so, there's so many negatives from wearing masks. It doesn't even protect you or protect others from any kind of virus. You're just wearing a mask.
Good morning, Saturday the 11th of July. Our top story today, tougher rules on wearing face coverings could be on the way in England after the Prime Minister said a stricter approach may help stop the spread of coronavirus.
Now, it's already mandatory to wear a face covering in shops in Scotland. Ministers are considering whether to follow suit now in England. The government previously said the scientific evidence around wearing masks in public is weak. John McManus has more.
It's weak.
Could this be the face of your future shopping trip in England? Well, it's unlikely that you'll bump into the Prime Minister when you pick up your groceries, but Boris Johnson's government is considering whether to make the wearing of face coverings mandatory in shops. At an event on Friday filmed at Downing Street, the Prime Minister dropped a very large hint.
We're looking at ways of making sure that people really do really do have face coverings in shops. The balance of scientific opinion seems to have shifted in favour of them than it was.
Yeah, right.
We're very keen
Scientific
to follow
bullshit.
Face coverings have been compulsory in Scotland shops since yesterday, but one expert has cautioned that they are not a panacea.
Social distancing and good hygiene practices are paramount, and we need to emphasise that. What we don't want is a situation where people think that because they wear a face mask, somehow they can relax.
In a move welcomed by swimmers, outdoor pools in England will reopen from today, though only 4 out of more than 100 will do so.
Look at that, they're not social distancing.
Warned that a third of Lidos will remain closed this year because it's not financially viable for them to open, and it's questioned the lack of notice.
I think we've always said that it takes a minimum of 2 weeks to bring a pool back into commission once it's been out for so long. There's a lot of work to do that, not only bringing your staff off furlough for a kick-off, but also to get the pool temperature up, to get the water microbiology right, to get the dosing right, and just to get all the COVID protections in place.
In response, the government said that while it recognised that not every business could reopen on the permitted dates, its approach was guided at all times by medical and scientific advice. As some swimmers take the plunge again today, it's a sign of a return to some kind of normality, whatever the government's final decision on face masks. John McManus, BBC News.
Let's speak now to our political correspondent, Leila Nathu, joining us. So, Leila, I mean, there has been so much talk for so long about face coverings and what policy the government should have on it. Where are we now?
Well, as you say, this is something that has been bubbling up periodically throughout the pandemic. The views on face masks have changed. If you cast your mind back a few months, there was messaging from ministers saying that, look, face masks might encourage people to be lax on other measures, for example, hand washing, social distancing. Then there was disputing of the science around how effective they are at actually stopping.
I wanted to say, these hand sanitizers that they're dishing out at every store, they are dangerous, they are killers. you look on the back of the hand sanitizer, it has all these warning signs on hand sanitizers. Come on.
Transmission of the virus. Remember, wearing a mask is about protecting others from you rather than you being protected from others. Then you heard
the mask doesn't protect you or anyone else.
Boris Johnson during the lockdown saying that, look, face coverings could be a useful tool when lockdown was confidence to go back out there, and now we are at the point where lockdown in England has been lifted, and that is what you are now hearing from the Prime Minister, that this could be a way of encouraging people really to get back out there. You've been Boris Johnson being pictured for the first time wearing a face covering, unlike just a couple of days ago the Chancellor Rishi Sunak when he was out in a restaurant in London for a photo shoot. So I think, you know, the message now from government is very clear that given that most sectors of the economy are now reopening, face coverings in enclosed public places could be a useful way of giving people the confidence to get back out there in public and engaging with the wider economy.
She said the key word there, confidence. They are spreading fear. Fear is ruling the country. That's why you see all these sheeple wearing masks. It's just fear.
Leila, for the moment, thank you.
MPs have